Aamir, welcome to the UK Asian. Can you tell me how you developed the story of Dhobi Ghat with Kiran Rao? And did you actually play an active role in developing it? And how did you react when Kiran came up with this idea?
Uh, well, I have to say that I was not part of the development of this script, and I didn't actually I didn't work on the script at all. This is an idea that Kiran had, and when she began working on it, she told me that I'm working on an idea, and I'm not going to narrate it to you until I'm done with it, until I'm fully ready with it. So she worked on it for some time, and while she was working on it, I was very nervous because I was scared that what if I didn't like it? What if once when she was done with it, once I read it, what if I didn't like it? I was a little nervous about that. But then when she was finally done with it and she read it out to me, and I just loved it.
Okay.
I have to say I just loved it. And so this is something that has been written entirely by Kiran. I found the script to be most delicate and sensitive, and I love the way she wrote her characters and the moments that she created in the film. So I was very moved by the film, and I was most impressed by her abilities as a writer. I had no idea she wrote so well.
Okay.
And soon after the narration got over, I said, I would like to produce this for you because I really like it, and I'd like to produce this film for you.
So, how far did you use your influence in getting into Dhobi Ghat? I believe the role wasn't really written for you.
Well, Kiran didn't want any known faces in the film because of two reasons. One, she didn't want the audience to have any preconceived notions about the characters. If they're known faces, then you have an image in your head about the person. So she wanted to be entirely fresh faces. That was one reason. The other reason was that she was planning to shoot the film in a very guerrilla style, which essentially means that she wanted to shoot in real locations with real activities of people going on in Mumbai. And without disturbing that, she goes in with a small crew and unknown actors, and she shoots the scene and she's out of there. Now, with a known actor or with a star like me, it's not possible to do that. So if I walk onto a street, then the whole street, people stop doing what they're doing, and it comes to a standstill. So these are the two reasons she didn't want any known actors. And so originally I was not meant to be in the film. And but later on, when she was going through the casting process, she was having trouble with the character of Arun. She had got Munna and Shai and Yasmin, the three other characters. So Munna, of course, is played by Pratik. Shai is played by Monica Dogra, and Yasmin is played by Kriti Malhotra. These three were cast, and the fourth character of Arun was not cast, and she was having trouble finding him. So I said, why don't you do a screen test and see how it goes, and even if you don't like me, the screen test can be an exercise in which we can explore what the character can be like, where you want to take the character, what you can do with the character. And then even if I'm not in the film and you cast somebody else, this exercise will come in use to you. And so she agreed, and she did a screen test with me. And internally, I was hoping that once she did the screen test, she would say, I found my Arun and don't want to look anymore. And that's pretty much what happened. So I was thrilled because it was her first film, and I wanted to be, just on an emotional level, I wanted to be in the film, in her first film as an actor. I was really thrilled when finally I did get the role.
So was it hard to follow your wife's instructions, because she being the director? And I've read somewhere where she says that she can't even convince you to wear a shirt that you don't like.
Well, it was a dream working with her, because she's so talented, and I was so proud of her. And I have to say that she's a great leader, and I was happy to follow her. I felt most secure and safe in her hands. I trust her creative instinct, and I have very high regard for her abilities as a director and writer. And so she's someone who inspires trust. She's someone who inspires respect and love, not only from me, I would say from the entire cast and crew, and everyone was most excited about working with her, and worked with a lot of joy and happiness, and we all wanted to give her our best because she's a great leader and she inspires us. I had absolutely no issues working with her. I've done 22 years of acting with directors who I'm constantly following, and I'm used to taking instructions, so it's not a big deal for me.
Kiran has actually tried to show Mumbai Diaries from her point of view, and you were a star, I mean, did you
Yeah.
have any of the experiences that she's shown in the film?
Well, this of course is a very personal story that has come from her own experiences of Mumbai and life in Mumbai. I of course I've been born in Mumbai and I've lived all my life. She's been here for the last 15 years. So she came in as an immigrant, like a lot of people do. And she came in here, was staying in rented houses, very much like Arun does in the film. And I guess the stories come out of her experiences and her journey in her life in many ways. I probably know Mumbai more closely than she does because I've lived here all my life. I was born here. Though surprisingly, there are locations that I've been to for the first time in my life when I was shooting for Dhobi Ghat.
That's what I meant to actually ask.
She took me to places I'd never been, when we were shooting the film. Yeah.
So, Aamir, do you think people will watch this film because you are in it? And if not, then why do you think people should actually watch this film?
Well, I don't know why they should, but I mean, and I don't know whether they will also because it's a very unusual film. It's not a mainstream film. It's not a film that is very exciting or which will make you laugh or cry or it's not an action film. It's not very entertaining. It doesn't make you. So it's not a film for people who like these kind of stuff. So that's not the audience for this film clearly.
So you are aware that this is for only a certain section of people?
I would imagine so. I would imagine that this is for an audience which wants to watch something which doesn't necessarily have to be full of entertainment and excitement. I think that there are a lot of people in the audiences who like to watch sensitive stuff, who like to watch stuff which is more artistic or more finer, in its sensibility, perhaps. And so I think that's the audience the film is meant for. And also for people who may want to experience something new, I think it's a very unusual film for us. I mean, in Indian cinema, we don't get to see these films. We don't make these kind of films. So I think for people who want to experience something new and different, this is a great film to try. And let's see. I don't know how people will like it. I mean, I personally like it a lot. I think Kiran has done a great job. And in fact, I mean, I'd go so far as to say that I think it's the best film, it's the finest film to come out of my production house. That's what I feel. But let's see what audiences feel. I mean, we'll get to know on the 21st.
I mean, your movies, while being very successful, seem to have a deeper social meaning as well. I mean, do you actively pursue such projects? And what seems to be your wider purpose in doing so?
Well, no, I don't actively pursue scripts, which necessarily need to have a wider or deeper social meaning. I don't go looking for them. That's not how I am. I just, when I'm reading a script or listening to a script, I'm just like an audience which is listening to a story or watching a film. And if the film connects with me on a personal level, on emotional level, if it touches me and moves me, then I want to be part of the film. And that's the way. And some of them do have something to offer to people to think of, like Peepli Live was a social and political satire. I think Tare Zameen Par and Three Idiots were both very important films in terms of childcare and education. And so some of the films do have a strong social theme or social message. I don't think this one has any message as such, but it does reflect society in a very, 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 very close way. It takes a very close look at life. It shows, it shows the dynamics of a big city. Shows the different class system that exists between all of us, and it explores a lot of unusual things. So in that sense, it may not give you a message, but it shows you a lot of things, makes you think. Yeah, I suppose.
So what are your upcoming projects, Mira? Are you working on something at the moment?
Well, I have two projects coming up, one as a producer and one as an actor. After Dhobi Ghat, that is. Dhobi Ghat comes on 21st Jan. Then my next film as a producer is a film called Delhi Belly, which releases on the 1st of July. That's a comedy. And my film as an actor, we start shooting on the 1st of March. We haven't titled the film yet, but this is a film that is being directed by Reema Kakti. And this is a suspense thriller or a suspense drama. And this, I'm doing this film, along with me there's Rani and Karina with me in this film.
Okay.
Very exciting script, and yeah, I'm looking forward to working on that.
That's fantastic. And you have also successfully tried your hand in direction. Are you planning to direct again?
Well, I would like to. I mean, it's been a while since I've directed Tare Zameen Par, but the thing is that, I mean, I don't know when I'll get the time to do that because I'm so busy as an actor right now. Because directing a film is an all-consuming job, and so let's see. If something exciting comes up, I would love to direct it. I mean, I certainly will direct more. I don't know when though.
And will we see more of Kiran Rao and Aamir Khan combination again in future?
Well, I hope so. I really do hope so because I had such a great time working with her. I hope that we work together soon again.
That's fantastic. Aamir, on a personal note, I absolutely love Dhobi Ghat, and thank you very much for talking to us. And wish you all the very best for the film.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.